Yo girlies, it's me Mia, welcome to my YouTube channel. So, today I'm doing a get ready with me as per usual. I don't know what colours I'm going to use today, but we'll find out. So I did my eyebrows off camera and I used the Foolproof Brow Powder in shade 3. Just looks like that. I used a bit of the darker shade, and then I also used the Gimme Brow Plus from Benefit. There's a hair attached to it, and that is also in shade 3. And then I just used a bit of my Revolution concealer underneath to carve out my brow, to carve out my eyebrows on the underneath. So yeah, I actually really need to wash my brushes, so I might actually just use clean ones, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I might as well. So I don't know what colours I'm going to go for. I want to use a bit of colour, but I don't want to go too colourful. Let's have a look. I might actually do this look that I really like. I'm going to use my James Charles palette, and basically I'm just doing like a little sunset moment, I guess you could call it. It's just going to be like pink, orange and like yellow. It'll look really nice. I've done it so many times and it's really easy. And I've done it on my friends as well and they love it. So I'm going to use my P. Louise eye base in 0.5 to prime my eyeballs. I guess this could kind of be like a little tutorial, but I'm not going to tell you everything I'm doing in detail because I'm not good enough at makeup to do that. But yeah, so I guess we'll start with something that's quite exciting. I got a MacBook the other day and I've been editing on it and it's been going well. My brother's currently playing on it whilst a video is uploading. And talking about my brother, we are in fact going to be filming another video together. You guys really enjoyed our last video we did where he did my makeup whilst we kind of just talked about everything and answered some of your questions. So if you check out my community tab on my YouTube channel, then you'll see that I put a little thing for you to respond with any questions, assumptions, or even ask for any advice if you really want to go there. But definitely, oh no wait, I probably would have filmed it. Oh no, I might not have filmed it by the time this is out, I don't know, but definitely leave any down below in this video as well, and then we can answer them in another video. I've just applied the tape. I always apply tape when doing my eyeshadow. I literally got this roll for like £1 from Primark and I just find it to be really useful. So the way I do this eye look is I always start on the lid with the bright pink eyeshadow shade. So I'm using my James Charles palette, which I always use, and I'm going to take this pink shade here, and this is called Skip. And then what I'll do is I'll just kind of pack it on my lid and kind of create the outside shape I want to. And I love this eyeshadow. It's just so easy to use, and personally it doesn't stain my eyes. No eyeshadows really do. But just as a little disclaimer, it might stain your eyes. I don't know whether it will. For some people that does happen. But when I do that, I also like to blend out the edges upwards a bit because we are going to apply a yellow eyeshadow there in a minute. But can you just see, it's so easy to use and it's actually pigmented, unlike a lot of colourful eyeshadows, not just pink ones in general. Wow, look at me, I'm a proper beauty guru. So then I'll use the same palette and I'll dip into the bright yellow, which is called B. I love this yellow, like this yellow is so nice. And then I'll just buff that through the crease and upwards, kind of towards the brow bone but not too much to the brow bone. But as you can see, it creates like a nice gradient and it's just so effortless but nice. And I like to do this whenever I go to like a party or go out. Oh my god, look at me. When I go to parties, yeah, like one of the 2 I've ever been to. The more of gatherings though, I find that people don't have parties, it's more gatherings, although some people do. I'm just not one of those people that host them or are ever invited, so that's fun. But here it is. I think it's really pretty and it's really easy. Like, I don't think you can mess it up, honestly. Okay, so now I've taken off the tape, we can move to the face makeup. Although actually off camera, I'm going to apply a coat of mascara. The mascara I really love to use is the Essence Lash Princess. My one's kind of the labels come off and everything because I use it all the time. I need a new one, but I don't think you can get it online and the shops are obviously all closed right now, so. Okay guys, so I'm back with a coat of mascara on. I got a little bit on my eyelid, but you can't really tell. I'll sort it out when I'm doing my second coat of mascara. But yeah, now we can move on to the face makeup. So I'm going to use both my Hangover Primer from Too Faced all over my face, and then I'm going to take my Primed and Peachy primer and I'm going to use that in like my nose. What do we talk about? I don't really know what to talk about, honestly. I'm trying to expand my content more on my YouTube and try to show my personality more. So if you've got any video suggestions or questions or just anything, then please leave them down below. I read and reply to all of my comments, so I will see it, don't worry. And I'm also thinking about doing a YouTube advice video for if you're wanting to start a YouTube channel, because I know I'm not like a massive YouTuber or anything, but I get a lot of requests, and I have done for a very long time, about, you know, tips on how to start and what equipment to use and how I edit and all that sort of stuff. So if you guys are interested, I'll definitely do that video. I've already started writing notes about what to kind of mention and just key points, because I feel like starting a YouTube channel is very, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot to kind of think about that you don't know, and I started doing it for fun, and I still do it for fun. I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it. But I feel like it's looked at as an easy way to make money, when in actual fact that is not the case at all. It is very, it takes a minute, it's a process, but it's worth it in the end if it's something you enjoy doing or that you want to do, you know, as a career. But I'll get more into that in the video if you want me to do one, or I could do it into a few different parts. I don't know, just again, leave it down below and I will do it. I'm using the Match Perfection foundation from Rimmel. I like this a lot, and I'm applying that with my beauty blender, which I need a new one, honestly. But lockdown doesn't help because all shipping's delayed and stuff, and I just cannot be bothered, to be honest. I really just cannot, because then shipping prices on some places are absolutely ridiculous, and I'm just not really up for it. I'd rather spend that on another concealer or something, you get me? I don't know, that's just me being picky though, although I probably should just order one. But also I'm very forgetful, so I forget that I need one and then I'll go ages just using the same one, which is bad and unhygienic. But I don't know how, but it hasn't showed on my skin that I use really mucky beauty blenders. My skincare routine will be linked down below. Also ignore my hair, I just haven't been bothered to properly do it for a minute now. I haven't done my hair for like a week. I've just kind of had it up and I've washed it and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I've washed it, but I don't know, I've just had no one to really impress, and you guys are not my friends, so I don't really feel as if I really need to get all dressed up for you. I don't know, but it's my fringe that's annoying me. Okay, and then for concealer, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I love this. This is literally my favourite concealer ever, and mine's in a shade Light Ivory. I didn't think this would be as good as it is, honestly. When I bought it, I kind of heard a few good things, and I was in need of a concealer, so I was like, you know what, I'll give it a go. I tried it, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. So I definitely recommend getting this. I actually remembered I'm going to use my cream contour kit. I kept forgetting the last couple times I've done my makeup, so I'm glad I actually remembered for once. Okay, so the cream contour kit that I literally stand by, is that a thing? But the cream contour kit that I literally always use and that I love very much is the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. I usually just use these two shades, and then I use a little bit of this if I want to be a bit more bronzy. But I love it a lot, and I literally just use a duo fibre brush and just kind of swirl my brush in a little bit. I'm just going to mix all three because why not? And then I just go onto my cheeks and my forehead and my jawline, and then also I do my nose. So all the standard places, so I don't see why I really felt the need to explain to you what you probably already know. But this is me attempting to do a tutorial, even though I'm not going to name it a tutorial because I can't do makeup. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing it. It's just so pretty. And I feel like the formula's just perfect, like it's not too creamy, but it also has just the right amount of pigment, if that makes sense. And it's just great. It's also very buildable, which I like, so you can't really go wrong. I don't know what, I went to tap it off, it's literally cream. So I do that all the time. I literally have no jawline, so. Oh, I forgot to say, I lost one of my little goldfish earrings and I found it, so now I'm wearing them and I love them a lot. I was really sad because I thought I'd have to order another pair, but I found them. I actually never used to properly contour my nose. In my videos you'll see I used to just get my duo fibre brush and kind of brush it over my nose, but then I actually tried contouring my nose and I kind of like it. I never used to think that I saw a difference, but then I actually tried with some decent products and I can see a difference and I love it a lot. Okay, I kind of messed that up. Luckily you can't really see, but I messed that side up. But when I do it, I always tend to do it really messy. And then I use the lighter shades in this palette to kind of save me. I'm actually just going to take a standard concealer brush to apply it in the centre because I feel like that's got a lot of contour on it and I don't want to mess this up. Even though it's already kind of ugly, but YOLO. Woo! Then I'm just going to take my usual concealer buffing brush and kind of buff that in a bit. And then I'll go in and perfect any bits if I need to, which I always need to. But yeah. Like that. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to doing my powders. I use the I Heart Revolution powders. I use the peach one in my T-zone, and then I use the coconut one all over my face. This one is a slight, it's kind of really unnoticeable, but it's a slight tint to it. And then this one is just translucent. I'm just going to take this beauty blender to bake under my eyes and stuff because YOLO. And I cannot be bothered to get one of my smaller ones, which I probably should do, but I will. Again, I really love these powders. They're really finely milled and they're not cakey at all. Unlike my old powder which I used to use, which it wasn't bad, but you just had to be careful so that it didn't get really cakey. But these are definitely my favourite. And they're only £5 each, and sometimes they have deals like 3 for 2. I actually got both these powders and the e.l.f. concealer in like a 3 for 2 offer, so it worked out as a really good deal. Then I'm kind of going to brush away the bake that's on my forehead and on my chin with some of that translucent powder, just because that doesn't really do much to me, not gonna lie. I kind of just do it because why not? I'm also going to try not to over powder and try not to use too much in the same place, but oh well. This powder doesn't really cake like I said before, so it doesn't really matter. I don't need to be too careful. Okay, so now that I've set my face, I'm going to use my powder contour kit, and I use the light to medium powder contour kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love this, it's so good. And the thing about this that I find really weird is that I've used this every day for like the past year and it looks new still. Like there's hardly an indent in the pans, it's so weird. But I guess that's good because it's not cheap, so you want it to last you a while. Ooh. And then I will kind of clean it up, don't worry, it's a bit messy right now. But this is the closest I'll ever get to having chiseled cheekbones, and they don't even look that chiseled now. But that's not the powder's fault, that is literally just my face shape's fault. I have like a jelly bean head. That's how I describe my face shape, literally just a jelly bean. But I've accepted it, and I don't know, I guess I've just accepted it. I don't like it much, but it is what it is, isn't it? I can't really do much about it, so I might as well embrace it. Then I don't want to use bronzer today. Usually I'd use this shade from this palette, just because I don't want to go too overboard. But I'm going to use blush. What blush shall I use? I've got this sample of the NARS Orgasm blush. I don't really like it that much just because it's not pink enough for me, but we can still use it. It's got like gold in it, and it is really pretty, I have to say. Oh wait, never mind. I can't tell whether that's just the leftover product from my brush. That's really pretty, and it's not too harsh to where it clashes with the eyeshadow. And then I am gonna brush away the bake that's under my eyes and on my nose. Say hello.
I'm in my pajamas.
I look really dark. I'm gonna take some of that banana powder from my Anastasia kit though and kind of clear up where the contour is and stuff.
There's a line.
Is there?
Yeah.
Can't see.
No, not there. Get it, and just like there, like just above your brow. Like it was like there.
Okay, thanks. And then we can do the fun part, highlighter. Now, one of my all-time favourite highlighters is this Kat Von D one. It's like a highlighter and eyeshadow. I'm sorry, just look how, it looks so green, oh my god. It's really pretty, but because it's like green, I don't think it'll really suit this. So I think I'm gonna use my Aurora palette from Anastasia. I think I'm gonna use the shade Luna. I don't usually use this. It might be a bit too light for me, but we'll see. And I'm not even gonna wet my face or the brush or anything. And it's so pretty. I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but in real life, it looks so nice. I love this palette. It's definitely on the more intense side though, so if you only like subtle natural highlighters, then this definitely isn't for you. But just, I feel like you can't go wrong with an Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter, honestly, whether that's a palette or like an individual one. And I'm just gonna buff that out a bit. It's so so pretty. Then I'll usually take a smaller, slightly dense brush, but still kind of fluffy, and I'll put it on my brow bone in a corner. But I'm going to be careful that it doesn't like completely go over the yellow that we've got. Ooh. Okay, then for lips, so I've got like 3 lip options that are like my go-to. So that consists of my Primark Watermelon Lip Gloss. It's like a lip balm lip gloss sort of moment. It's really nice. It's got the slightest red tint, but it's not like super noticeable. And then the Fenty Beauty Fenty Glow Lip Gloss is like, I love it. I love this. I love it. Otherwise, I'll use this duo. It's this Essence lipstick that my brother got me literally ages ago. I've got the tiniest bit left. I'm sure they've got something like it now. I don't know whether they've discontinued it, but I remember it was like an avocado butter sort of thing. And then on top, I'll use the New Look Plump Lip Volumizing Gloss in Nude. This is really light, so I don't like it on its own, but mixed with this is so nice, especially as this is a bit too dark pink for my liking on its own. It's just perfect. So I think I'm gonna use a nude moment. And my lips are crusty, so they kind of need this. I actually have loads of lip liners, but I always forget to use them, so we can pretend I use them though. I usually just put a bit on the centre of my bottom lip, and then I can feel all my dry skin. The only thing I'd say about this is that the plumping lip gloss doesn't really work on me, because plumping lip glosses never work on me. I guess that's because I've already got kind of big lips, but I don't know. So now I'm going to finish up my mascara, and then I'll be back and we can finish this up. So yeah. Okay, so I've finished up my mascara. It kind of went a bit messy on my lower lashes, but we'll just ignore that. And then I'm going to use my Smashbox Primer Water. This is like, I'm going to use this as setting spray. Oh, that went weird. The squirt has gone weird. I think that was enough. I really like this. It's like the only setting spray I use. And then I'm just going to brush up my brows a bit because they're looking a bit crusty dusty. Why do you want my phone?
I need to check something.
Why do you need my phone? You've got my laptop.
Oh, okay. So good. Smart. Yeah, I did.
So this is a finished look. I look kind of ugly, but oh well. You can obviously change it up a bit and put things on your lower lash line. I don't know why, but I don't like doing my lower lash line. I always just like doing the top. Sometimes I do, but for the most part I don't. But this is it. It's just super easy. This wasn't really supposed to be a tutorial. I kind of went into this hoping to do a get ready with me, but oh well. I can do very limited looks successfully, so if I can do one successfully, then you probably can, so I might as well share it with you. So yeah, thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all the things, turn the post notification bell on, and comment down below anything, literally anything. If you want more tutorial style videos, then let me know down below, or let me know if you just prefer the chit chat get ready with me. I'm highly open to hearing your suggestions and any constructive criticism, as long as it's nice and not mean. So yeah, I will see you soon with a brand new video, and yeah, I love you, bye.